miss her, don't you?
She's gone.
What if she isn't? What if she's still here?
So Saoirse Ronan and Peter Jackson, welcome to Breakfast.
Thank you.
Thank you. Fantastic to meet you. Saoirse, you're still incredibly young. Tell me how young you are.
I'm 15.
Incredible. And at 13, I think, nominated for an Oscar, weren't you, for Atonement?
Yeah, I think it was 13. I'm pretty sure it was. I was 12 when I did Atonement, and then 13 when all that craziness came.
Which I presumed would have made you the youngest person to have been nominated for an Oscar, but apparently you were only the 7th youngest.
I know, isn't it crazy?
That's amazing. Wow.
That's amazing.
And Peter, was it Atonement which first alerted you to Saoirse and her?
No, because we actually cast Saoirse before Atonement came out. We thought we would be casting the role in the States, you know, it's a natural thing. And this DVD arrived of this Irish girl that we'd never heard of, and we popped it in, and it was really a split second, you know, and just at that exact moment the role was cast. It was so powerful.
Are you really from England?
Yes. You are beautiful, Susie Salmon.
You play a girl who we know right from the beginning is murdered.
Yeah.
And Stanley Tucci plays the person who is responsible, and we know that fairly early on as well. How does that affect your relationship as actors?
I think to have the relationship as characters that Stanley and I had to have, we needed to be comfortable with each other and respect one another and trust one another. And I think we did from the off. I mean, I think we met for about 5 minutes before we actually started shooting together. And then the first day was the cornfield scene, which is the lead up to one of the most important scenes in the movie, which is the underground scene.
I was 14 years old when I was murdered.
You're the salmon girl, right?
On December 6th, 1973.
Is the film different from the book? Because a lot of people will have loved the book and it will have touched them very much. Are they going to expect a complete literal translation of the book onto the screen? Unfortunately,
The process of adapting a book is a process of reduction and simplification to some degree, although what you do really is make choices. And you know, we read the book the same as anybody else. We were affected by it. I mean, I cried when I read the book, and so that you want to keep those things in the book that made you cry and affected you. So those are the first things that you retain, and you build your film structure around those particular moments.
That's amazing craftsmanship.
Oh, well. I took a risk and tried something new and discovered a talent that I didn't know I had.
What's that underneath the stairs?
Oh, that would be the basement.
well, there are lots of scenes where you imagine an afterlife. How did you create that?
It was difficult because Saoirse's character, Susie Salmon, is part of these afterlife scenes, and I wanted her to be on screen and to see her because it's her story. And so she has to be in an environment. I mean, she has to be surrounded by a landscape, and she has to be in a particular place in order for us to film her. So I had to make this kind of these intangible, sort of dreamlike images of the afterlife, and somehow do them in a tangible way, because as a movie camera needs something in front of it to film, but keep it very dreamlike.
Grandma, Susie's in the in-between. I wasn't gone. I was alive in my own perfect world. But in my heart, I knew it wasn't perfect. My murderer still haunted me.
And Saoirse, just finally, you're 15 now.
Yeah.
How did you get from where you were to where you are? I mean, there must be lots of 15-year-old girls out there thinking, I would love to be where she is.
Well, I got into acting partly because my dad is an actor, and so he said to his Irish agent, maybe you could put her up for a few things. This was when I was around maybe 8. And it just kind of, I got a few jobs, and then I I went into movies and just kind of took off from there. But I never really forget where...
She's got incredible natural talent. She's a brilliant actress.
Thanks, Pete.
Yeah.